This case considered the issue of the rights of discretionary beneficiaries and whether or not the interests of the beneficiaries of a discretionary trust was an interest in possession for the purposes of the assessment of an estate duty on the death of one of the beneficiaries. In this case, a man made a will where he left his estate to each of his 7 children in equal shares. The man died, but one of his children had not yet attained the age of 21, so was not entitled to her share of the capital of the man's estate. She soon became sick, and the trustees of the man's estate amended the trust and provided for a discretionary trust in favour of the other children, and that the capital of the girl who was sick would revert back to the other children when she died. The discretionary trust, however, was to last for a period of at least 12 years before it would revert to them. The girl died, and the trustees sought the court's assistance to determine if the discretionary trust was liable for estate duty. The relevant legislation assessed the interest in such a trust if it had been disposed of upon death. The trustees argued that the girl did not have an interest in the discretionary trust since she could not demand income from the fund. They further argued that since she did not have an interest in the trust, it could not be disposed of when she died, and was therefore not subject to duty. The Crown, however, argued that the beneficiaries did have a right to demand payment of the income from the trust. The central issue for the court, therefore, was to determine whether or not the beneficiaries had the right to demand income, and if they had an interest sufficient to give rise to a duty in the circumstances. The court ultimately